Hi, Roger Connect, Universal Accounting Center, here today with Scott McKinley.
Hi there.
Hey, we're going to discuss today testimonials and how they are actually very helpful when we're marketing our services as accountants, as bookkeepers, tax preparers, and what we can do to actually generate some testimonials for use and how we can actually take advantage of them as we're acquiring new clients. So Scott, real quickly, what is a testimonial? What types of testimonials exist for a person to use?
There's two different types that you can use. I mean, you can actually have a client and have them write something up for you. We'll get into a little bit more of the logistics of that in just a minute. Or there's actually going back and looking at positions with previous employers. A lot of the times when I'm having this conversation with students, they discredit the 15, 20 years of experience doing bookkeeping or accounting working for a company, and they don't realize that what they did for their employer is essentially the same thing that we're teaching them to go out and talk about doing for their clients.
Exactly. Now, one thing I would like to add here is oftentimes I think from an employment point of view, we will see these as letters of recommendation.
Right.
But from a client point of view, where you're out acquiring clients, this is the same thing. It's just not a letter of recommendation from an employment point of view. It's a testimonial.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what I always encourage them to do is if they are in a position where they've got a current client that they've been working with, and I think most people that are coming to the table, they've got some type of experience, whether they've been working for free or if they're getting payment for it or whatever.
Or employed. You've got a job and you have an employer that can do this.
Right. So go to that person and say, hey, listen, I need a testimonial. I'm branching out on my own. I'm currently accepting new clients.
Exactly.
And I know that if I can have past experience that I can use to show these people that I'm looking at as potential clients that I'm capable of doing these things like I've done for you for the past 15 years,
Exactly.
or if they've done it for a non-official client that they've got, that's a great way to get some type of reimbursement for what they've been doing. So if this is somebody that you've been working for free, absolutely get a testimonial from them.
You're looking for a third-party validation or credential on your behalf.
Right, right. Now, a lot of the times we've had this conversation where if we go to somebody and say, hey, could you write up a testimonial for me?
Duh, what am I thinking? They don't know what to do. It's a business owner wondering, what do you want me to write? What would I say? In fact, they don't even know where to begin.
Right. So, a good way to skirt that issue is to say, I'm going to put some things together about what I've been doing for you for however long, and I'm going to give it to you. You check it off. If it works for you, I'm going to have you sign off and have that as a testimonial from you. Are you okay with that? Most of the time, they're so happy with what you've done, and they're happy that they don't have to be the one to write the testimonial.
That's right.
They'll totally sign off on something like that.
They will sign off on it. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, that seems kind of odd and curious. You have to understand, in the business world, public relations, media, this is a common practice where someone says, I don't know really what to say. What would you like for me to say? You'll write it out and you say, yeah, that's exactly what I would say. I feel comfortable saying that. And then all of a sudden it's a quote attributed to that person. And that's exactly what you're doing here. These things can be powerful when used in your, we call it a demonstration book, your demo book, when you're trying to explain or offer your services. This is a powerful addition to say, here are some of the credentials that I'm bringing to the table, not just my certifications, my degrees, my work experience, but here are these testimonials and these letters of recommendation.
And you want that in your arsenal as you're moving forward and as you're out there making these presentations, meeting with people. If you promise somebody that you can do something, nothing is going to be more effective than having letters of recommendations of people who have said, he has done, she has done exactly that for me.
Yep.
So my advice as a coach would be, as you're getting ready to start going forward, get those testimonials. Put down your years of experience working for employers. Don't discredit those years. Sit back and think, what did I do for these employers? Did I help them control costs? Did I help them manage expenses?
Yep.
Absolutely you did.
See, too often what happens is we view our employment sometimes as unrelated to our working with these business owners. In reality, the fact that you were a W-2 as opposed to a 1099 is irrelevant.
Right.
What did you do for the business? How did you impact their profitability? What were those things that you brought to the table then?
Right.
They're just as applicable now. It's just your relationship's going to be different. It may not be that of an employee. You're now 1099, and that's totally irrelevant to the testimonial you're getting.
Get those testimonials. It's going to help you out in the long run.
Yep. So, Scott, if it's about accounting, it's
universal.
And in fact,
universal success is accounting.
It makes sense to me. Hey, take care. Have a great day.
Bye.